fool. Duff this stuff me in the trunk. Next time I won't get so. Wild son of a gun. Pay for all I've done. Well, they'll get upset, 'cause I ain't done just yet. Had a load of fun on my parents' couch, trying to figure out what love's about. No more. Kick that girl out in the street. Next time I'll be.
EA Sports, always proud to bring you the National Football League as we join you from Northwest Stadium, just outside Washington, D.C. But tonight we start Week 5 with a primetime matchup, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Washington Commanders. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they're going to have terrific field position as they finally get to him, but just shy of the midfield stripe.
Well, as they say, if you drew it up, you couldn't have drawn it a whole lot better. That's exactly how you want to start the game. Excellent momentum off the opening kickoff.
Here we go, here we go. Ready.
Off the play fake, Daniels. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders pick the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Now the try here for the point after. The kick is good, and the Commanders out to a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Looking to put a drive together. They'll run. This is Jaden Blue. Will be hit down at the 43. 5 yards on the play. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this would be a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
When you look at this defense, they come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run. Now,
if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. CD, what a sensational start for this defense. Instead of just forcing the 3-and-out, which they were about to do, they pick it off and take it in for the score.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't just settle for the standard good way to start a game. They started in dramatic fashion. Take it away, score points, and guess what? They'll be flying to go back out there on defense again after that play.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. I couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one. But now playing here on Thursday night, do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. Looking to throw. Kane drops it to Blue. Complete. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's a second down and 9.
Come on. Hey.
Now he'll try to run with this. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. 50 yards. And the Cowboys have cut it back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Well,
partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now we'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Ready? Panthers, Cowboy 80.
Now Daniels. Gets this complete to Shaheed. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here we go.
Now a handoff to Bigsby. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
That went out wide and intercepted. Picked up by Savon Rebel. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they're going to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
Ready. Come on.
Out of the gun, they run with Blue. And he gets it down to the 32. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jaden Blue, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from drawing level. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, Your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
This is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers, but in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. You talk about this Washington defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
They've established themselves as a top 10 run-stopping unit in the NFL here in the early going. All signs point to me towards them continuing that throughout the season. They look pretty good, pretty darn cohesive to me. Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And that one will be no good. He never had it online. It's well wide to the left. And in this first quarter of play, this will remain a tie ball game. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
On the ground with Bigsby to strike the ground. Now inside the 25. Touchdown, Washington. Ted Bigsby, 58 yards. And Washington has taken the lead.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. Excellent move by Langford. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Able to hit his target land. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go.
And they'll try to run the option rule. No, bottled up fumble. It's out. It's loose. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So that play, I mean, it was pretty well blown up from the start, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, when you're running the option like that as a quarterback, you have so many different keys and reads to make that sometimes as you're making them, you're not protecting the ball the way you should, and it gets popped free.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Come on.
At the 36-yard line.
They go play action. Daniels. He'll find Shaheed out to the right. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5.
Look at 19. Ready.
From the gun, Bigsby. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Take Bigsby with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Commanders go up by 2 touchdowns. The extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Last time out, they had the fumble that led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units. And they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Let's go now.
Now a shotgun handoff. Blue. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that. And that really chips away at your confidence.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. Back to throw. Kane. Yeah, that one going to be knocked away and incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by DeMarvion Overshow. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. I expect to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Here's second and 10.
Come on, come on.
They go with Blue between the tackles. Well, they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 97 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. We'll swing this out to Blue. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be second down.
Okay, ready? 19, 18, 7 Pirates. Let's go now. 70 Timber Wolf. 19 tight. 9.
Operating from the gun. Kane. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And the Commanders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard
Ready?
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And they're not going to get this one off in time. It'll be a delay. Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards.
Dragon 60. Ready.
Daniels looking to throw. Has this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
They kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 38-yard line. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And we take it in by Shaheed. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big pickup of 38.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this 1st half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Tank Bigsby on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
Ready.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Cowboys going to burn the 1st of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. It's caught inside the 25. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this 1st half. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. How about that, their quarterback, as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Already enjoying a two-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get three to add on even more to their lead. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. To throw is Daniels. Over the middle, caught by Bellinger. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. The final shot before break. Daniels. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right of the yard. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And he returns this to the 22. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they have any designs of getting back into this football game in the second half. They're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were in this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Bigsby with a carry to begin the series. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. To the air goes Daniels. He finds his man. And it's a fumble. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free. They couldn't take it away. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big 30-yard play on third.
First and 10 at the 32-yard
Seven
line.
Pirates! Seven Pirates! Let's go now. 70 Timberwolves.
I got it.
Ready, right?
Here's Daniels.
To the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes. That's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards on the play. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the third quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Working out of the gun, Daniels.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Here we go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Street. Let go.
On third down, here's Bigsby.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Ted Bigsby.
A 12-yard touchdown run.
And the Commanders have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Always important to get the first score in the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. You kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up third and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Out of the gun now on third down. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be Washington football now with a first and 10.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're just looking to do more of the same. They were good in the first half. They've extended their lead so far here in the second half. Oh, they're just looking good on hitting on all cylinders right now.
And sometimes that means a head coach who really has a finger on the pulse of the team may not have anything to say at all. May tell the rest of the coaches, just back it off a little bit. This team has it under control. I remember hearing about Bob Knight years ago in basketball, getting ready to give the final speech before the gold medal game in '84. And on the board, Michael Jordan had written, "Coach, after all we've been through,
There's no way we're losing tonight. He didn't even give a pregame speech.
Wow, interesting. Well, right now, no speech is needed.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Throwing now is Daniels.
And that will be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Excellent move by Langford.
A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return.
And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played,
Jack Campbell with a pick.
And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
and I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Here we go, shot. 70 line.
Looking to throw. Daniels. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Now 3rd and 5.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime.
We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Let's go. Cougar 19. Ready.
Back to throw. Daniels. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
And the Cowboys are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Looking to put a drive together. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard
On
line.
play action, they'll throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
His throw incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
They'll look to throw again.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
The short one there taken in by Ferguson.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Daniels. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
70, hot 70.
Robinson up the middle.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, I got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers.
And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Brian Robinson Jr.
His first touchdown of the year.
And the Commanders are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
No problem there on the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here. Late with a 1st and 10.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
He finds his man complete. That's Larson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
First down, Dallas.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw.
Gets this into the hands of Blue.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. From 19 yards away.
And the Cowboys get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Will take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, fourth quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
Experience, Lion.
On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Get it. Rocco 80. Hurt. Hurt. Right there. Right there. Hurt.
Another run by Bigsby.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Now Daniels. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Ready, set.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 60 box. Go.
Here's a give to Bigsby. Brought down on the play by Deron Bland.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
70 Timber.
They'll run this one right with Robinson.
And they'll get him down right about the 20. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up
70
3rd
Lions.
and 2.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the Commanders,
they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face the Giants next week. Meanwhile, for Dallas, It was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.